Shalom, brothers and sisters. I'm back with another video. This is primarily going to be audio. I'll just basically put like a little picture in the background, but it's just going to be audio. I feel like it's much easier for me to do just audio and not focus on anything else, because there's a lot of stuff that I really want to talk about and get through, and a lot of books and things that I want to go through and even share some of my experiences. So I figure audio is just better for me at this moment, because trying to do all this video stuff, it just takes too much time, and I just prefer to just talk, okay? So on this particular video, I want to go through some messages. 38 messages from space, the Wilbert Smith Archives Remixed. So this is some stuff that was basically released, you guys. This stuff is good, y'all. It's a lot of stuff that, of course our government, had, and all this stuff has been like declassified, okay? So I'm gonna just go over some things that happened back in the 1950s, you guys. I've already did a video that talks about some other things that happened in 1954, and I went over that and showed you guys and provided you guys with a link that you can also read for yourself. Now I'm just trying to connect the dots, okay? All the information that I have, the angels basically been working with me for a long time, and I've been connecting the dots. So if they gave me all the pieces to the puzzle, then it's my task to give you guys all of the information that they have shown me, so that hopefully you will do the work yourself and say, well, you know what, let me go and see what she's talking about. Okay, is there a message for me? Is this a part of my puzzle? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I have a piece of the puzzle to add to this? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's here working on different missions and doing different things. And sometimes I talk about some stuff that a lot of people don't touch on or they don't know about. So, I mean, when I tell you I went through so many things, so many books, I've been connecting the dots for a very long time. So I just feel like, well, maybe I should just go through all of the things that I've been going through for a very long time and just sharing them. Although I'm not going to be able to share it all, it's just too much information. I'm just going to just pick up a book, pick up something, and just talk about it when I feel led to. So today, I want to talk about the 38 messages from space. Thought this was really interesting. I think a lot of people are, wanting to know more about UFOs and, extraterrestrial beings and things like that. So we're in that time where, our consciousness is being raised up right now. And these are things that we should know by now. Okay, they've been working really, really hard so that we can know who they are and know that we have, brothers and sisters in space. Okay, and that they have returned. Okay, so I'm going to try to figure out how I'm gonna do this, because again, I'm not gonna read through this whole book. I'm just gonna go through certain things and read. Okay, I'm gonna start here. This was documented on June the 5th, 1954. The following is a message written by Rear Admiral H.B. Knowles, USN, which he asked Mrs. Swan to give to Alpha, whose answer is dated June the 6th, 1954. I'm going to be reading you guys basically like him communicating to the contactee, which is Mrs. Swan. She's the one who can actually communicate with the ships, to this actual group named Alpha. And they're going to be pretty much, conversating. So she's going to get the message from Mr. Knowles. Then she's going to relay the message over to the ships. Okay? So I'm going to start reading the message that Mr. Knowles gave to Mrs. Swan to give to Alpha, meaning the beings that was on the ship. Okay? It might seem like a little confusing, but like I said, y'all, I'm reading from the book. If you get the book, then you will be able to follow along. I will be providing for you the link to a PDF that I actually found online for free. But the only thing is they only give you like 25 pages of it. And the actual book that I actually have right now, it has about 108 pages, so they left a lot out. So what I'm going to be reading, you can probably find in that PDF. I think it's on page 13. Okay, so I'm gonna just start reading. So this is saying, so he's saying, okay, so this is the message to info Alpha, dated on June 5th, 1954. Navy Department has been contacted. No reaction yet received. The following is a resume of our knowledge of your ships today. Hundreds of sightings have been reported and analyzed by our intelligence people. Types of your ships reported are motherships, large rocket or cigar shaped, 600 to 1,000 feet long, color silvery, speed 9,000 to 20,000 miles per hour, no violent maneuvers reported, disc-shaped machines of at least 3 sizes, large discs 100 feet or more in diameter, medium discs about 50 feet in diameter, small discs 8 inches to several feet diameter, color of all discs metallic silver except when showing the effects of overheating, speeds 7,000 to 11,000 miles per hour, maneuvers abrupt turns, climbs, and reversals with very swift acceleration. Rocket or cigar-shaped ships reported at fairly low altitudes, sizes 100 to 200 feet long, color metallic silver with a fiery exhaust, speed 900 to 1,500 miles per hour, less violent climbs and turns than discs and no reported reversals. A machine sighted at night with red, green, white rotating lights and fixed white beams may be a rotating disc type. Speed 1,000 to 1,500 miles per hour. Bright green fireballs reported mainly over New Mexico. They are silent, meteoric speed, and travel on straight courses. These have our people greatly worried since they appear to be guided missiles from outer space. Close analysis shows that most of the spaceship sightings occur near large centers of manufacturing and defense areas, particularly our atomic plants. This is a cause of vast suspicions and uncertainty among our officials. Tactics used by DIS in presence of our aircraft often appear hostile and dangerous to our people. Strict orders have been issued to our pilots to investigate closely all discs seen, but not to shoot at them unless hostile intent is shown beyond a doubt. It should be recognized that we have irresponsible youth in some of our planes, perhaps just as you have reported about one of your Bell pilots warning us. Our people believe your ships are from outer space, that they are controlled by superior intelligence, but they are not sure what your intentions are. There is a vast curiosity about you, but no hostile feeling or intent in this nation. Our people would welcome contact with you, but do not know how to do it. Since there is nothing for you to fear from our aircraft, it is suggested that the next time you are near one, you try to stay nearby long enough to signal with a blinking light or radio. You have the dot dash code and our people can read and answer it. If you should contact one of our planes by radio or light, it is suggested that you tell them that you have contacts with me, Mr. H.B. Knowles, through Mrs. Frances Swan here in Elliott, Maine. That would really give them something tangible to think about. It is further believed that your discs are controlled from a mothership because no human could stand the heat generated in maneuvers. That your source of power is magnetism is strongly suspected, but how you do it is unknown. It is believed that you have some metal unknown to us. The following planets are suggested as being your home base: Mars, Venus, Jupiter. The moon seems certain as your advanced base, and the dark side is suggested as its location. May you succeed in making contacts is my prayer, H.B. Knowles. Okay, so that was the message that was sent to Alpha, y'all. Okay, to, let's just say, to the extraterrestrials. This was the message that was being sent to them. Now, this is what I'm going to be reading next. Is Mrs. Swan is going to be, it says, transcribes a message from Alpha for Mr. Knowles. So now she gets a response from them. So this is going to be their response, you guys. All right, let's see. Dear Mr. Knowles, your letter of June 5th read and now being recognized. Number 1, I believe this is so. Number 2, A, correct. Correct again. The cigar-shaped ship size 100 to 200 feet are not from our spaceship M4. They are from another association. They are friendly and are working in conjunction with us. They are like our motherships. The rotating light type of disc is used as a conditioner for our magnetic wavelengths. It is possible sometimes to overestimate the amount of magnetic waves necessary. Fireballs are nothing to become alarmed about. They are guided by remote control, but since they are also equipped with magnetic eye and feeling devices, they can never come near enough to harm a plane. They do the same work as discs. I have pointed out before that the work we do is replacing wasted or distorted magnetic lanes. These occur mostly over large cities, and defense plant populations seem to carry out some of the elements of a disturbing nature. You will find us over many of your battlefields. I will tell every member of my ship, and that is very many, to signal by code. Rest assured, we will do all we can to make you people recognize us. The code mentioned here is simply the international dot dash code supplied Alpha by Mrs. Swan. In a few days, we will be having a meeting with L11, and I am sure he will want to do likewise. He has been interested in our developments through our contact. You will find him also most cooperative. We will do our very best to contact you people. We also would like to land with many members at a time to instruct you people. I believe you can save your planet if you could find your way clear to live in peace and build a satellite that could produce a field of its own magnetic force. In this way, balance could be restored. This is the best I can offer at this time. We hope for a successful meeting in the very near future. Alpha. Now what we're seeing here, you guys, they basically responding back to him, telling him everything, all the questions that Mr. Knowles asked. He's responding to him. You know, he's giving them all the information, telling them how the UFOs out here doing work. It looks like on these ley lines and stuff and over the battlefields. Seems like they're really trying to balance the earth, y'all. To me, that's what it seems like, okay? Because if he's saying, like, you know, they need to build, we need to work on living in peace, and then they need to build a satellite that could produce a field of its own magnetic force in this way that we could, you know, that we can, that balance could be restored. So the whole point of this, y'all, is that Earth's balance needs to be restored. Now, that's a message. Now, look, if I'm just gonna say, if they didn't want to cooperate with these people, clearly these, okay, they don't want to restore the planet if they didn't follow these instructions, okay? And these people came here trying to help Earth, and they was basically here to tell them what they needed to do, okay? But they was here doing the work. So as today, the things that happened in the past are some of the same things that's happening now in the future. So if they came here back then and we seeing all these UFOs in the skies flying over, and you're like, well, dang, what are they doing? And sometimes you're seeing like fireballs in the air, and you're seeing like orbs and stuff. Like, it looked like they were like surveying the area and things like that. Y'all, these ships and these orbs, fireballs and stuff, they saying it's being controlled by some type of remote control or something like that. So they are actually here doing work. Whatever that work is, y'all, has to do with the Earth's balance. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna move on. And I'm only saying that because I read the entire book, okay? So I can give like an overall view on what's really occurring here with these conversations. They really wanted to come here to help us. Okay, now let me see which part I want to go to next. Okay, so now I'm on June the 6th, 1954, and Mr. Knowles is going to be writing to Admiral CF. I don't know who this is, y'all. Okay, it just says CF ESPEUSN. So whoever he is, he's a chief of naval intelligence. Okay, Navy Department, Washington D.C. This is what it says on here, and I'll probably like do like a little screenshot or whatever. Now, I'm going to read to you. Now, it says, Dear Admiral, I am sending you a second and more important installment of messages from and concerning Alpha, including a direct answer to one of my own messages. Again, this is being sent directly to you for the same reasons as I gave before in my letter of May 27. As this thing develops, the urgency of some more positive action on the part of you people in Washington becomes more and more apparent. Believe me, these messages are real. You are not being assaulted by a couple of crackpots. It is about time for some of our so-called bright boys to wake up to the fact that strange things really are happening, that we are being observed by beings like ourselves from outer space, and that their intentions are peaceful. Believe it or not, communication has been established with Earth through Mrs. Swan here in Elliott. Why she was chosen, other than some of the big people in our land, only the Creator knows. But she was chosen, and you must believe it. Can you read these communications and believe they are the product of Mrs. Swan's imagination? Could you yourself have thought out and written them? No. They are very real and come from which they say, time is getting short. Either you are doing something about this or you are not. In either case, please let me know at once what your plans are. If nothing is to be done, say so and return all papers so I can start another approach to someone who will take action. What would happen if there were a landing in force such as is suggested herein? The minds of our people have not been prepared for such an eventuality, and I feel pretty certain that military personnel of all branches have not been told how to react. Y'all. 7:33 right now. That's a light code. I'm trying to tell y'all something. This lady was actually chosen. Okay? She was chosen to receive communications from these ships that was coming here, and they actually wanted to talk to the government. They wanted to actually pretty much land and, talk to them. They was coming in peace. Okay? So, he like, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, time getting short. Like, what you think, this lady making this stuff up? And he like, nah, man, this stuff is real. Like, these people have been observing us. They've been watching us. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to know what they're gonna do. And the biggest thing was, it's like, okay, so what's gonna happen if these people come landing here in their ships? Think about what humanity. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is why we had to come down here. Okay, I'm sorry. And this is why we had to come down here. We had to, prepare the minds of the people of the earth. Okay, we have to enlighten other people. We have to raise people up to let them know, like, y'all, we have to come to the point where we understand that there are other beings in the universe. Some people who look like us, they're just living on other worlds. They just have advanced technology. They know a way lot more than us. You know what I'm saying? So humans walking around on Earth not even knowing that any of this stuff exists. They're not looking up. Okay, they're not really asking or seeking heavenly knowledge, right? So if these people come here, back then, 1950s, they came here in ships. People probably go crazy. They'll be panicking. Y'all know what happened on that movie Independence Day. Think about it. Just think about it. Think about when that ship came, that mothership came hovering over the city. People was panicking. People like, what is going on? Okay? So just imagine, how people would react if they saw a whole bunch of ships coming into our atmosphere. People gonna be going crazy. Okay? Now, if they came here and was like, okay, well, let's talk to your government. Let's go ahead. We need to make, y'all need to do disclosure. Y'all need to tell the people that you need to tell the citizens, like of America, like, hey, we've had contact. There are, friendly beings out there who want to come here to help us and pretty much tell us what's coming, what's happening in the solar system, all these types of things, so that we will be aware of it. Well, y'all, I'm just telling y'all, because I already read the book. They didn't want that. Nope. Y'all already know how it is. They did not want us to know. They didn't want us to know. So that's why we had to send people in. I'm going to just let y'all know that. There ain't no more secrets. Everything that was hidden in the dark has now come to the light. They sent some agents in here because they was not able to get through to the government at that time when they came back in the 1950s. So, the beings had to go about it another way and say, well, how can we get in? Because we're going to have to raise up the people on the earth. The minds of the people have to be prepared when Yeshua comes, because he's going to be coming here with them ships. So people don't even know about that. They haven't been teaching people about the truth. They've been lying to people this whole time. And nobody wasn't teaching on UFOs and ships in the Bible when they was in the Bible. They was there in the beginning when the Anunnaki came. They came in spaceships. Okay? So a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people in the church didn't even know anything about no UFOs. They've been hiding this stuff. But they had to come here like, man, we got to prepare these people. We got to let them know there's going to be some ships coming in here so that y'all won't be scared. Okay? So that's what's really going on. Because even in the Owaspy, y'all, boy, let me tell you, in the Owaspy, it was like showing you how the ships was descending in the atmosphere. And the humans that was on the earth, they would be like scared and stuff. So they will cloak themselves so that humans wouldn't be afraid. So that's some of the things that will happen. Now, y'all, I don't know what's going on, but I got a signal coming in. I literally have a signal coming in right now, y'all. Somebody is beaming something. I don't know. Everything just kind of went silent, y'all. Something just passed through me, a signal. Y'all, this stuff is getting crazy. A signal just literally passed through me. Somebody, something, energy, something just beamed through me, through my ears. I can hear it right now as I'm talking to you guys. They trying to beam a message. Okay, y'all, where the coordinates at? Where y'all at? Because that's what happened in this book. Y'all was talking to Miss Swan, and y'all gave her coordinates and stuff. Now, I ain't get like her now. Y'all beamed some other stuff to me. I was able to see some stuff, but we gonna get into that because I'm gonna show y'all some of the stuff that was in here that was happening. And the reason why I'm going over this is because I can understand what happened to Mrs. Swan, because something like that happened to me. And they actually beamed a signal to me. I actually picked it up and I was able to pick up the transmission, y'all. I don't know, this junk is crazy. It was literally a ship that beamed a message to me, and I saw somebody standing on the ship. I saw the message. This has something to do with the pineal gland, y'all. I promise. It has something to do with the pineal gland. It's like a satellite. I'm telling you, y'all better look up about that pineal gland. I call it like my little Stargate. You know what I'm saying? It's like a pineal gland Stargate. It's like a cosmic antenna. That's what I call the pineal gland. It's a cosmic antenna. So they was basically sending me signals. I picked up on it and I actually saw it. It was like I was tuning into the frequency. Whatever frequency they was sending to me, it was like tuning. They was doing something, y'all. It sound like it was like a radio. It was like I was trying to find the right channel. Y'all know, like when y'all in the car and y'all driving, and then you like getting too far out, and then it starts to the channel and stuff, like you losing signal. Y'all, I'm telling y'all that I was hearing this in my head, inside of my head. This is what was going on. I heard the tuning, and it was like trying to tune in to a certain channel. I was trying to tune in to a certain frequency so that I could pick up the signal on what they was trying to send to me. Okay, they were trying to send a message to me from their ship to my pineal gland so that I can receive it. And I literally saw, once they tuned it in, it was, oh my God, it was a really high frequency. I couldn't take it. Y'all were like, oh Lord, what is y'all doing? But I took what I could, y'all. It was a Syrian starship. That is what I received. It was a Syrian starship because it was a lady on the ship. And what I saw the woman standing on the ship, and then the message was trying to come through, and I tried to get it, y'all. I tried to get it. I was trying to raise that vibration, y'all. I was trying to get that message from that ship. And she said, Syrian. And I was like, what? She beamed a message to me. Y'all, this stuff is deep, y'all. That's why I'm reading this book. They here right now, and they've been talking to people. Y'all been hearing them buzzing sounds? I just told y'all, a message just went through my ear just now. I just heard it. This ain't no joke. I ain't playing with y'all. Now look. That Syrian starship, okay, had to be in the vicinity, had to be somewhere near. I picked up on the signal. They gave me something, y'all. They gave me a code. They gave me information because after they did that, I actually I went on an astral travel. No lie. They beamed information to me. I received it. They gave me something. I went, closed my eyes, y'all. Boom. I was in my Merkava, and I said, boom. I said, oh my God, I'm finna get ready. I'm finna go. And I got in, and it's like I was getting in the car, getting in my vehicle, and I was like buckling up. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm finna go on a journey real quick. They finna send me somewhere, and I think they programmed like coordinates in my Merkava. So when I went into the astral state, when I closed my eyes, I went to sleep, and I came out my body. I went through a portal, and I went really fast, and I was like, boom, and I went through it really, really fast. I went to the destination where they told me to go, and I landed on a ship. I was on a mothership. Yep. I went inside of a mothership. From my perspective, I was inside of a ship. There was some type of platform there, and it was open to space, and I was looking out into space, and I saw silver. They were like silver metallic ships. And the reason why I'm saying it, because I'm reading this in this book, and the description says that some of the ships were silver metallic. And in my vision, that's what I mostly saw. All of the ships that I saw was silver metallic. Yep, sure was. So I was kind of shocked. I was like, well, maybe they want me to do this. Maybe they want me to share this because I had similar visions. It wasn't the same exactly like Mrs. Swan, but you know, maybe they may feel like I was chosen too. You know, I'm regular. I'm a regular person. I'm not no rich person. I'm just like her. I don't want to be popular. I'm just a regular individual. I'm not seeking to be famous or to get rich or anything. I just basically want to give the messages out that they gave me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, in that dream, you know, I went to that mothership, and as I was on the mothership, I realized that it was thousands upon thousands of ships that was passing by. And as I went to the gate, I looked to my right, as I'm trying to visualize right now and go back to that moment in time. I went and stepped up so that I could see all the ships coming in. I don't know if this was some base or something. I don't know. But the ships was coming from the east. Wherever the mothership was at, I think it was located near the sun. Yes. Wherever this mothership that I was in, I think it was near our sun. Okay? And the only reason why I say that because it connects to another dream that I had. It's 7:44 right now. That's a light code. That's one of my light codes, you guys. And normally when I have a light code, it's always like a confirmation that angels are here. So maybe that's probably why they did that signal. They probably like, go girl, get it girl, yes, you on track, okay? I don't know, okay? Because I've been seeing little lights and stuff sparkling in the house. Maybe that's them, I don't know, okay? I'm just doing what they told me to do. That's all, nothing more, nothing less. I'm just putting the information out for those who want to know, okay? Because they are here, the ships are here, okay? But yeah, anyway, when I was on that mothership, the ships was passing by. It was a whole bunch of them, and it coincided with another dream that I had. I was seeing it from a different perspective. I was inside of a cigar-shaped ship. My consciousness, that's what it registered. It was like I'm inside of a cigar-shaped UFO, and I was near the sun. Well, there was a fleet of ships that came next to this cigar, ship. We all went towards the sun. We actually went through the portal of the sun, y'all. Yes, this is what I saw in my vision. The sun was a bright light for me. All I saw was a bright light, and we was going into the sun. We was going through the portal. When I went through the sun, it was like I was experiencing like a multi-dimensional experience, and I was being transformed. So like I said, it was like multi-dimensional. It was like I was inside of a ship going through a portal, but at the same time, I was one with the sun, and I was seeing myself in another way. Like I was an angel of the sun. It's kind of weird to describe because I ended up being some type of solar flare. Y'all, I don't know. Listen, I'm only giving y'all the messages. This is what they were showing me. I felt like I was a solar flare and I was unleashed. I don't know what that means, okay? But it was pointing to UFOs coming out of the portal of the sun. There's a solar flare. I was the angel of the sun, and I literally had energy emanating off of me, and I was the solar flare. Literally, I was a solar flare, y'all. Y'all saw how those big old flares are released from the sun? I was one with the solar flare. Now, I don't know how that can be possible. I don't know. Y'all better talk to the creator of all, because this is what I was experiencing in that state. It was a multi-dimensional experience. And I am still shocked to this day, still seeking the Most High on this, because I'm like, how was I a solar flare? How can I do that? I'm like, look, I don't know, okay? But I was released. I was unleashed from the sun as a solar flare, and I went towards the earth. And I was like, I'm a solar flare? How am I a solar flare? I don't know, y'all. I was actually awakened on July 2nd, 2012. And if you go back and research on that day particular, it was a solar flare. Oh my God, I don't know. It was a solar flare that happened on July 2nd, 2012, the same day that I was awakened. Now, how does that happen? I don't know. Y'all better ask the creator all, because I'm still trying to figure out why all this stuff happened to me. It's like, okay, you're chosen. And it's like, me chosen for what? I don't know none of this stuff. I'm just a pure in heart, okay? Look, I was minding my own business, okay? And there was a whole lot more that was happening with me. I had to turn my life over, to God. I was ready to surrender. And that's when, boom, everything triggered, y'all. It was love. It's a lot more to it, but I'm not going to get into it, okay? Now, anyway, since I've already said a lot on this video, I'm going to go ahead and end it because it's going to be too long. So I'm going to try to prep this video because I'm going to try to get out as many videos as I can and try to prep for the next one and the next one and the next one, okay? So I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening to this video. Bye.